Happy Tuesday. So, in the mornings after I take my sons to school, I make an attempt to go to the YMCA. And even if I don't, I typically spend about an hour in my car just taking time for myself to reflect, read, listen to audiobooks, write, think, whatever. Gather myself, my thoughts, calm my mind and/or my thoughts. So, this morning, I had a lot on my mind, which is kind of normal for me, which is why I need to clear my head a lot. And a very fitting quote of the day. I don't know if you all have heard of that. Quotes of the day, and then you have yoga quote of the day. Well, this particular one, I believe, was just the quote of the day, I think. And it alerts me when they come through. And it popped up, and it said, there's no need of any competition with anybody. You are yourself, and as you are perfectly good. Accept yourself. And I remember thinking about this last night to myself, just in regards of sometimes, well, just in regards of thoughts of inadequacy creeping in, and just trusting and knowing that you're enough. And sometimes that's kind of hard to do. But one thing I know that helps me is knowing that nobody else can be you or do you. You can't. You are irreplaceable. I don't care how much or how often someone tries to make you feel otherwise. There is no one out here like you. And if you don't think you're special, no one else will. So that's the first thing. And then another thing I was thinking about and reflecting on was patience. It is truly a virtue. And I'm going to look up virtuous just to know for sure, but it's a virtue. And it's hard. It's hard. It requires us to sit and wait a lot of times in the unknown. And that's a scary thing for most of us. At the same time, as hard as it is, there's something about that space, that in-between space, that patient space. And it's not about just waiting. It's about how you behave during the wait. Like, how are you maneuvering through the wait? Is it with grace? Is it with integrity, dignity? Do you have some faith? It's all about how you carry yourself through the wait. And for me, I just don't have a choice, because I just go crazy. I don't have a choice but to surrender to it, accept it, and move through it as gracefully as possible. Because what else is there to do? Should I be fighting the wait? And the wait can be for anything. It don't have to be for no man. It don't have to be for love. It don't have to be for. It could be for anything. Anything that you are wanting to accomplish or you desire in your life that just is not here yet or hasn't presented itself yet. But I just want to encourage people to maneuver through the wait gracefully. Consider it a grace period. So many things that I've asked for, I've gotten. So much so that I'm really careful and strategic about and specific about what I ask for. Although specifying what you want is important, I trust that the Holy Spirit is in me, and the Holy Spirit knows what it is that I want. But I also think it's important to be specific just for your own intentions, so that you know that it's come out of your own mouth, or that it's been written down somewhere, that you've stated it, so that when you go out in the world, hopefully that's what you attract and that's what you intend to find. I really don't think specification is all that important for our higher being, because he knows the desires of our hearts. He does. Anyway, but yeah, move through it gracefully, with some dignity, some class. Be kind to people. One of the hardest things to do, I think, and for me it's become the opposite, is to be kind during moments of turmoil. To be kind to other people during moments of trial and tribulation. And I think it speaks volumes to one's character who is able to do that. And please trust that you will be rewarded. It will come back to you tenfold. And don't do it with the expectation of getting something back. Just do it because it feels right. It's been times where I felt so low that I didn't even have the energy to be mean and nasty. I just didn't, and it didn't feel natural to put that out, knowing that I was already receiving something that wasn't feeling great. So move through, kindly, gently, gracefully, with love. There is something on the other end for you, especially with that attitude. Take care.